Morning, Fabian. Nice to see you again. Could we just start with the latest team news, please?
Yeah, so unfortunately we had two injuries in the game against Bournemouth, so Czech will be out for a longer time with Maxime. Luckily it's not that bad, so we have to see. He might be available for the game, but it's not a big injury. It was just a hit, and hopefully he will be back soon. Matsvifa is back, is an option, is available, so therefore it's not perfectly for Czech, but overall we are still in a good place.
And what's the injury with Jack?
He has a ligament injury at the ankle, so it happened in a very unlucky way, but that's football, we have to accept it.
In terms of reflections on that match as a whole, have you done quite a lot of that this week?
Yeah, for sure. We always do a lot of reflection, no matter if we win or lose. Overall, we all agreed that was not our best game. I think we lacked a little bit intensity. We lacked compactness between our midfielder and our striker and our defenders. So the distance between each other were too big. I think we didn't play our game. It's only in some phases of the game. So overall, we were honest to each other. We analysed it, and we all agreed that we can play a better football match.
Looking ahead to Tottenham, new head coach this season, what have you made of them so far?
I think they had a good start. They play with good energy, have a good intensity. Most of the times they come man to man. They have some new players, some new high quality individual players, especially like Kudos. Now they have Simmons as a new player. So overall they seem to be in a good place. They seem to be very compact, have a good energy in their team. So it will be a very big challenge for us.
We've spoken about Thomas Frank before. What is it about him as a manager that you like so much?
I think he's very humble. He doesn't put his ego over the club. He always seems to be very respectful. So I had a small chat with him in summer, and he's very friendly, very open-minded. So therefore a lot of respect for his work he did at Brentford. I think that was just impressive, and he keeps doing the same things at Tottenham. So great person, great character, and obviously a great football coach.
He's shown, unlike Ange Postecoglou, in a way that he's able to make changes, whoever the opposition are. Do you think that's quite a big difference between the Tottenham that you played last season?
I think that Tottenham, in the end of the season, they also made some adaptations to the opponents. So I don't want to judge there if there's now a better side of Tottenham, but I can only give my opinion what I see at the moment, and at the moment I just see a team that has a lot of energy, that seems to be in a good place, that are capable of doing some adaptations regarding the opponents. They have a big squad, so they are able to make some individual changes. So overall, like I said, it's a big challenge we face, but we seem to be ready for that. I think that we had a good training week, and it's very important that we focus on our strengths, on our quality, because we have big quality in our team, and now it's about us to prove it tomorrow.
And just finally from me, James Milner is edging closer to the all-time Premier League appearance record. Have you had discussions with him about how you're going to manage his time to get to that record?
No, that's never a topic we have. That's also not the topic he mentions to me. So for him, it's not about reaching records. For him, it's really to help the team, to be a professional, to be a leader. And that's what he's showing every day. Day by day, he's coming into the training ground and trying to be a role model for everyone. Try to prepare himself for making ready for Premier League matches. And therefore, we don't have this discussion.
Fabian, just on one other player, Diego Gomez wasn't involved last week. Was that just a precautionary after the international, or where's he at the moment?
No, he was a little bit sick, ill after he came back. So unfortunately, he wasn't available for the team. So he will be an option for tomorrow.
You've got an option of Cuyper coming back. Do you still see him as that right back? He's done well in that position, or with obviously Jack's injury, there's maybe more possibilities of giving him a midfield role?
I think it's important in this phase to keep the stability, to keep the players in their positions, to not make too many changes. I think that's something we really should focus on our structure. So therefore, we are still planning with Cuyper as a right back.
And what about Ferdy? He was out for such a long time, but he seems to be getting towards 100%. How do you feel that he's getting on, and how much of a boost is it to have him back available and playing again?
I think it's a big boost to have him back. He played a really good game against Bournemouth when he came in. He had really good actions. He was defensively very strong in the 1-against-1 duels against Semenyo. So there will be another challenge tomorrow against Kudus, and this will be the challenge he has to face. But he seems to be in a very good place. He's training very well. He is capable of doing a lot of physical distance regarding high speed, regarding total distance. So I think that he's close to 100%, and hopefully he can prove it tomorrow.
What about Spurs? They've started well in the Premier League and got a win in the Champions League as well. When you look at what they've been doing so far, what do you make of the way that they've set up under Thomas Frank, maybe compared to Ange Postecoglou?
I think they are playing quite similar, like Thomas played at Brentford. So, like I said, very compact, very intense, very man-orientated, out of possession. So that's the style he also played in Brentford, and very good in set pieces. So every set piece is a danger. Long throw-ins, good at corners, good at free kicks. So similar to what we faced when we played Brentford last season, and it was always difficult to beat them. So we have to be on our highest level. We need to find good solutions in possession. We need to be intense when we lose the ball. We have to be good in set pieces, defending throw-ins, and this will be our job for tomorrow.
You operated in the final game up at Tottenham with Brian Gruder up front as a sort of false nine, which was a bit different to what you've been doing most of that season. Is that something that still sort of is in the back of your mind, not necessarily for this game, but just in general?
Yeah, it's a possibility for sure.
Because Brian's been playing so well as well. I guess it's difficult to, he must be keep pushing to try and get involved from the start.
Yeah, at one point he deserves a start. So let's see if it's tomorrow or not. But overall, we still have big competition. Stefanos is doing quite well. Babas had a good training week. Danny, of course, struggles a little bit, but is always good for a goal and is a big leader and a big personality for us. So very important for us. So overall, we have a lot of players. Jorginho, I think, played a good game against Bournemouth. So overall, we have a lot of options there, and it's a big competition. So everyone has to fight for its position. Everyone has to be ready in every training session to show that he wants to start. And overall, I'm quite happy with the situation. Now it's about making the right decisions and trying to give the player what they deserve in the right moment.
Just finally, if I could ask you about matters off the pitch. Obviously, David Weir has left the club and Jason Ato has come in. What did you make of those changes? Obviously, you worked with David previously.
So I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to work with David. He was very loyal, always very supportive. So we won't bring him back, but we can carry on living his values, like taking care of the people, being honest, being loyal. So he brought in some values that I think are very crucial for having good togetherness. And now it's about really focusing on the things we can influence, and that's the football side. So we have to put the noise away from us. We have to focus on the pitch. We have to focus on the things we can influence. And then when Jason is coming in, we will embrace him. We will be very open-minded for him. We try to integrate him as quick as possible, because I think that's also very important for a new sporting director who's coming in, and that's also our responsibility as a club to give him this chance, and that's what we try to do. And then hopefully we can gather more calmness into everything and try to convince everyone on the pitch with our performances.
Have you had a chance to sit down with him and talk about the future as yet, and how did that discussion go, and what are the priorities?
I think at the moment it's really just to give him some insights, to give him some perspectives. What are the ongoing things? What are the challenges they are lying ahead of us? What are the dynamics, the processes in the different departments? So just giving like overview about the situation. I think that's very important for someone who is not here day to day at the moment, before he starts the next week, and that's what we do. So we have, of course, an exchange. We met already each other. We have some phone calls, and that's also my responsibility to give him like the most information, the best overview he can have when he starts next week.
And of course, Mikey Cave's staying, so that sort of continuity helps in the whole process.
Yeah, very happy for Mike. Well deserved, and he's a great personality. He has great knowledge in the things he's doing. He's like David, very supportive, and now we have a new team with Jason and Mike, and I'm sure they will work closely together. I'm sure that we three will have a good togetherness as well. That we try to support each other. That we try to communicate a lot. That we try to make everyone happy, especially the fans and our owner, because that's the main thing. The main thing is to be successful on the pitch, to reach the expectations we have on ourselves, and there has to be the focus on at the moment.